This normal photo hides a dark secret. Can you see it? In March of 2018, Sailor Gilliams and Brendan Vega had set out on the Cold Springs Trail, but quickly found themselves in over their heads. Sailor and Brendan were only planning on being out for a few short hours, and because of this, they didn't bring a simple yet often life-saving piece of equipment that I always encourage everyone to carry on the trail every single time you go hiking. I'm talking about a headlamp. Their cell phone batteries ran dry, cutting off their only light sources and leaving them to find their way back to the trailhead in total darkness. And then, in a moment that changed everything, Sailor made a leap down from a rock, but the landing went horribly wrong, resulting in a fracture of her left leg. So all of a sudden, she's now just completely immobilized. They had no choice but for Brendan to leave Sailor behind, completely alone in the darkness by herself, and for him to go get help. At some point during his struggle to find the car, Brendan fell about 30 feet, tumbling down a rocky ledge, and was tragically killed. But as search and rescue worked to bring his body out of the wilderness, Sailor remained in the woods, completely unable to move, and honestly unable to do anything other than scream for help. But eventually she became so weak that she wasn't even really able to do that. That very same afternoon, a tired and weary group of 3 set off on the Cold Springs Trail, completely unaware of the nightmare that lay ahead. Like most people do when they go hiking, they snapped a few quick photos, without even glancing at the images before slipping the phone back into a pocket. After taking these photos, one of the hikers, who was named Nicole, noticed something that seemed out of place. Again, they didn't look at the photos, that would come later. Just while they were climbing, while they were hiking, she noticed in the forest below them a quote, flame of red hair. With her heart pounding, Nicole led the group down towards this mysterious site, and when they did this, they found her. They found Sailor. They found her sprawled out on the ground, unable to move, barely clinging on to life. They stayed with her for a long time. Eventually she got rescued, and then finally they returned home. And when they did this, Joe opened his camera roll to kind of scroll through the photos that they'd taken that day. When he did this, a chilling discovery left these 3 hikers just shocked, because in the photos that they just casually snapped, just moments before Nicole had spotted the flash of red hair, you could actually see Sailor faintly in the background, barely visible, her red hair just kind of peeking out from the shadows.